Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Darkatous over here, and let me tell you right now, this is my first ever gameplay in Overwatch. This is the game trial on Xbox. I don't know if they have one on PlayStation yet, but I will buy this game most likely within weeks and month or a month from now for a PlayStation though. But let me know if you want to see gameplay of this, like from my YouTube channel, obviously. Let me know in live streams because I will do it. I am already thinking of buying this game. It's that good. Well, let's get into what the game is really, well, the video is really about. Other than showing you this nice gameplay, I think it's nice. Like, let me know down below, is this good gameplay for Overwatch? I think it is, personally, but I don't know. I'm not an Overwatch pro or anything, but I think I did well for my first game and my second game. But let's talk about what's really important, okay? So, videos from people like people that play Call of Duty, like Ali, this is not a hate video whatsoever, okay? I'm too much of a small channel compared to a big fish like him to even come out here and say, yo, Ali sucks. Nah, dude, I don't think it like that, and I'm not that kind of person to just make a video, a hate video in general. That's not me. But this is my opinion to like what his opinion was. So he tried to say Battlefield 1 would be, or Battlefield in general would be the game that could be competition for World at War, Call of Duty, Call of Duty in general. I think it's somewhat been that way, but then it's not really like that, because Call of Duty is really though. Battlefield plays bigger in map size and stuff. Call of Duty makes up for that by outselling them and all that kind of stuff, being the bigger brand. Sadly enough, okay, so let's be honest here. Battlefield, even when Call of Duty's at its worst, will never compete with, well, Call of Duty. It will there's not a lot of games that can compete with Call of Duty. There's a lot of games out there that are pretty good. Destiny, and I know Destiny 2 will be good. But the most that they can do, to be completely honest, is be in the top 3 or whatever that will compete with Call of Duty. Now, the game, while Call of Duty has the #1 throne for right now, hate it or love it, but the one thing though, I know it's dying, but it always seems to outsell everything else, okay? So if a game can do that, that automatically, hey, good or whatever, sadly gives it the, the top crown. This is the only game that I can see right now outselling, or basically outdoing Call of Duty, because of how high the fun factor in this game is. And you have to, or not have to, but it's well done to work as a team. The objective and stuff, it's so simple for the most part, dude. It is so simple, and you basically learn as you play. You play well with people, and it's balanced. From what I'm seeing, honestly, it is balanced, in that I hear and seen videos, they nerf stuff, so they do fix their shit. But I'm a complete ass noob. I didn't even know how to do this. This is on the Xbox free trial, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about if I say this is balanced, but it seems balanced to me from a first point of view. But this game, I won't just say, oh, it's gonna be the one that competes with Call of Duty the most, or whatever the hell, second spot, and then put Destiny 2 both in like the 3rd spot, because that has a hell of a big fan base. I will honestly say that there are some people that take their Destinies real serious. It's kind of funny though, in sentence wise, but yeah, basically I will put this as the Uprising challenger, okay, if you may, because, well, this game, again, it's not like a Call of Duty or a typical game that copies Call of Duty, where you run gun, have a gun class, and all these stuff. Like Destiny, I can't really say that for it, because you had to play it. It's more of a campaign thing that you can play whenever you want and stuff online. It's more of a campaign game, Destiny in general, but like, it's really honestly out there and fun. But even they, from what I see, can't outsell Call of Duty. In this game, I know not a lot of people are or have probably bought this, but then there's a bot too. But get this give this game time, especially since they did this thing free trial. Give it time. You're gonna see people buy the shoot out of this. It just needs to be out there longer and have more of a build. People like, I don't know if they made a sequel or this is a sequel in any kind, but games sometimes how they work, they'll make their own game if this was ever free or anything like that. In the past, in old gen consoles or PC or whatever the case may be, games will come out like that and then vanish out the nowhere and come back with a sequel or anything like that if it's not the first time they uploaded or made a game like this. And that is what I personally count as their first kind of game, because the first one is kind of like a freaking rough draft, and the final draft or whatever is what I count as the game, their first game. Okay, personally, the one that you should be using to compare as a brand or whatever it is. And I think Activision owns this, if I'm not mistaken, and Destiny, so it's kind of like Activision must be a fucking powerful. Damn, nigga. Alright, so let me tell you right now, this game is simple. Okay? I didn't just basically want to talk about mumbling how, oh, this is the first game, but let's talk about real reasons. The game is simple. You go in, pick your hero, and then you, from what I'm seeing, at least defend things. I think it moves around locations. I'm not entirely sure how it entirely works, but from what I'm seeing, it's simple, and you pick on it like within playing the game, but you know that you gotta kill people. But at the same time, you learn as you play. Honestly, the more you play, the more you learn. That's honestly counting as simple. Okay? Like, there's games that are simple too, but then have those things that are so complicated. But for the most part, this is simple. That's good. Originality to its own point, because there's a lot of games that look kind of similar or whatever, but this is pretty much, I don't see a game that looks too much like this, or at least if there is, this is the top dog in that category. And it does not seem like it's a bad idea, like it's a wrecked off or whatever. It does not seem like it's ripped off too much or whatever the case may be. But it seems that it has somewhat of an original thought to an extent. I can't say that. That's not an entirely valid point. I just wanted to say that to put it out there. Let's get to the real exact points, okay? So, other than that, the balance, like, from what I'm understanding, there are some very big people that have a lot of health in this, like for the characters. But then you can't move that fast, so most likely if you just get gunned down, you will die if you don't know how to get out of the situations. While the smaller ones, sometimes their weapons might not be too effective as soon to the ones that are like really big, so it works out, balance. And then movement wise and all that stuff, it has balance, you know. I like that. And the ability things is pretty cool too, so yeah. And a badass thing, honestly, that I like this character here for the most part with an Uzi. This chick got that Uzi, like, damn, nigga, like, alright, so let's get, down to the nitty gritty, the important parts, and that's what you do in the game. It has an objective. You defend that, and there's probably other objectives there, but I have not been able to stumble. I just played 2 games and wanted to make this video really quick, but I'm just doing it to give my first impression too. It has an objective, so it's not like you're just going out there and doing nothing but killing people or whatever like that, or team deathmatch. It's an objective mode. It has it, and you kill and you work together. There's not a lot of games, not even Call of Duty anymore, honestly, where like you need to work, like in search and destroy and stuff like that. Yeah, you will most likely lose. But like, there are those one in a blue moon people that will literally carry a whole team, my dude. Like, will carry a whole entire team. And it's crazy, but it happens. In this game, for the most part, it does not seem to be that way or that possible. It seems to be that you gotta work good, you gotta hope and have good teammates, otherwise you can lose objective-wise. And that is the big reasons. I could give more smaller reasons and all that stuff, but we don't need to do that because those could be compared to other games and those are not as important. I just wanted to put the important stuff. And now the last one that's big that I'm gonna give. That's what she said. That's what I said that I'm gonna give. Alright, okay. So the real thing that makes this game really, really great, it's how fun it is, honestly. Like, Call of Duty is fun, but it sometimes it gets too repetitive, even though we just force ourselves to play it, and sometimes we don't have anything else. But it's honestly really fun. It's like one of those games you can easily take a break from Call of Duty or anything else, or play this because you want to play only this, or whatever it is you want to do in life with video games, but it's fun. And that's really what should be the most biggest important in a game, that it's fun. If you're gonna play a game just to play it and it's not even like entertaining you or giving you that fun factor, what the hell are you doing? The whole point of video game is really to just enjoy yourself playing the game and having fun. So out of everything else that I said, look at Black Ops 2. It's not Black Ops, yeah, Black Ops 2. You can lag in that game and all that stuff, but the game is really fun. Okay, zombies or multiplayer, unless you get on course code. But yeah, like this game is pretty much fun. I will keep repeating this for minutes and I don't care. This is the one big thing that this thing did correctly. You will go gunning down even if you lose or whatever. This thing can actually be taken serious if people like really want to really win. And I guess you probably level up and play with more difficult people, and it's more challenging. It's challenging, I'm going to assume, because I know it is. After you level up, it's fun too, you know? When games can challenge you while it still make you have, or having you to have fun, and how well balanced it is and all that kind of stuff, that's when you know that they did a good job. That's why that I feel this game, as much as it might hurt somebody that plays or hype up any other game, that's why I feel this game is the true competitor, the true biggest competitor to Call of Duty, and that's including Call of Duty World At War 2. There's no other game that I've seen that has me to have fun. Like, I have fun playing the first Destiny and all that stuff, though I haven't played it in a few while. But this game, it makes me want to buy it and pay the 60 or whatever amount with a smile on my face and not even care. There's people that might like other games, that's cool, man, but I don't see games in general as, oh, I hear from this guy and it's fun or whatever. Nah, I like to see games myself. And it's okay, you might have a different opinion for what I'm having right now, but it's like basically, I'm looking at it from a big standpoint in how this game can be for all ages. So it's not like a game that's mostly mature or whatever the hell. For all ages. And it has one thing that can get a grown-ass man to still enjoy it, and then a little-ass kid to basically have fun on this, and that's how it works and how they did it. It's just fun, challenging as you go by, and you will have a blast playing this game. So this is the only game that I can say to that extent that is actually doing this. And again, Destiny is a great game the way I do it, and I'm not even gonna mention Battlefield because like Battlefield lost to Infinite Warfare, so I'm not even including it in the conversation. Y'all not even in the conversation. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all lost to the shittiest Call of Duty ever. That's not a diss, that's just fact, so I can't include you on this. But Destiny gets to be in the conversation. It's the only game other than this, so let me rate it out for you. Sadly, Call of Duty still most likely being a number 2, like games that get the most money out of things. This game is number 2, and Destiny number 3. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comments.